Hey everyone, Big Bear Ballin here again, and we're gonna hop into some gameplay today. I just went to 7 engine rooms with my mini. We're gonna wait on my main account. He's sort of stuck. I get troop health and then the other troop damage tomorrow morning. So I might do a video with him then once I have all that stuff maxed out. But I'm sort of stuck in rank 24, 25 right now until I get those things. So we just went to 7 here. We've got some troops loaded up, and we're going to give it a try. Plus, I'm hoping I'll still match up with some 6 engine rooms with this account since I'm a bit lower rank, and I can show you what I've been doing on 6 engine rooms that worked really well. And it got me to rank 25 like 4 or 5, maybe a week ago. No, not a week. Maybe like 4 or 5 days ago on Big Bear until I ran into the other 7 engine room building health. I got to rank 25 in top 50, and it still works on a lot of the bases here in 6 engine rooms. So hopefully I can show you that, put up some good times. I'm stuck down here just because my base wasn't very good. I just got the rocket launchers, and I only had the Doom Cannon. I'm a few keys short of the Shock Blaster. Like with that strategy, I put up 218 and lost to a 222, which is pretty different. So this is what I've been doing for my attack. I drop 1 rifleman, 3 bombardiers, and a critter cannon over here. Then I bring in Kavan a little bit later. And then during that time, I'm putting down 3 artillery and then 2 to 3 barrage on that engine room, depending on how much stuff is over here that I'm going to need to save energy on, like med kits or shocks and stuff. So I end up taking out that rocket launcher, which is nice. That was going to be bothering me the whole time. Then after that, I flare, so I'm out of the range of this rocket launcher for the most part. And then the shock blaster is going to be targeting more of the riflemen as they'll get back in front of the bombardiers unless they run up front like that. They are, I gotta say, pretty annoying to use when they do that. You flare this engine room, and then I drop seekers on this side. Usually I do it on the right, but he had a lot of shock mines. So my troops down here are going to distract the shock blaster and then that shock launcher, and then I take out that over there. So that's basically the idea. Like I said, I usually drop the seekers over here for the 2 engine rooms, but it didn't quite work out. So let's hop into a few battles. I struggled a lot yesterday on these 7 engine rooms just trying to figure out how to attack. So I'm going to let you know right now, I'm still trying to figure out how to attack those. I'm not the best yet. But we're going to keep working on it, and hopefully I can get it figured out. So we will do, and then that, and then we're going to do that, and then we'll do I think that should be enough to take that stuff out. We're going to give it a try. Okay. Well, actually, if I delay drop this stuff, no, it'll be good. It'll be good. We're just going to take that out just because it's easier without it there. So now that that's gone, we can drop that there. Once they take out the cannon, I'm going to shock both of those. And then I'm hoping that they go that way. Put down a med kit there to keep the riflemen alive for them to start attacking the rocket launcher. And then we're going to take out that rocket launcher here in a sec. Sometimes you can get it with 1 barrage, 2 artillery, sometimes not. So that time it looks like I did. Put down a med kit, shock the shock blaster because that's going to be a bit more of a mess. And I was hoping to drop these troops over here so that they'd go to the right. Looks like I got a couple, but not as many as I wanted. But things are still looking okay. I just got to get this rocket launcher down, and then I should be all right on that side. And then that should be good over there. I'm going to shock that, and then those guys can work over there, and then I should be all right on this side. We'll do another second wind just to get some more troops over there, hopefully distract the boom cannon and the rocket launcher. And we'll go ahead and shock that over there. And that one worked out pretty well, actually. I'm pleased with that attack for sure. Definitely not too bad of an attack. 156 is a good time without the troop damage, I would say. So, and I just took this base from one of the top guys, sort of modified it because I don't have all the defenses, but it seems to be doing okay on both my accounts. I'm finally getting the hang of how to do these attacks. It took me a long time yesterday with a lot of failing to get to where I feel mostly good. Then when I get the troop damage and troop health, I think I should be able to do all these bases without failing. Still have some fails here and there, but gonna try and get into rank 24 with this account today, and hopefully that'll give me a rank chest. I can get the shock blaster and then feel a little bit better about my defense. That shock blaster makes a big difference on the base. This one is still pretty tough, especially when this laser is here. I'm actually not sure about what to do on this yet. Yeah, I'm still just not quite sure what I want to do. Basically, I need to keep Bullet. Well, he doesn't have a shock blaster, which is nice. That's a little bit nicer. What I've been trying is something like this. So we're going to bring that out. We're going to delay the cryo bombardiers because they're going to get in the way and they might get pegged by this rocket launcher over here as I'm coming through. So what we're going to try and do is get Bullet right over here so the laser shoots that way instead of to the left. I just lost a few different bombardiers there. That's okay, that's okay. Just lost a few more, but now I've got Bullets sort of where I want. I just got to keep this laser shocked before I lose too many troops, and then hopefully I'll be okay. I need Bullet to get back in front to distract the rocket launchers, and I'm going to start having to use quite a bit of taunt to keep him alive. So hopefully that should keep the laser mostly out of the way. And then now it's all about just keeping Bullet alive, you know? That rocket launcher is not focusing on Bullets, so I'm going to shock that real quick. We'll drop a med kit, and looks like they're starting to attack over there. Try and get another taunt before Bullet dies, but he keeps getting just taken out. One more taunt, keep him alive just a second longer. And hopefully this rocket launcher on the right goes down, and then I can shock or do something with this one on the left, in the middle there. And I really like how that one's distracted now. Okay. Got that shocked just before the critters got out of range and it started turning on me. And then now we can just go ahead and start flaring through. And I'm dropping artillery instead of barrage because I want all those critters alive still. So 124, not the best time, but honestly, I'm just happy to take that one out because it's been pretty tough. Ooh, he barely got me. So with the shock blaster, that gets a little bit tougher because Bullet gets shocked even more. You have to waste some shocks on that to get Bullet in the right position, but that one worked a little bit better. Once I get the troop damage and troop health, I think that base is going to go away just because it's going to be, as long as you keep the bombardiers alive, it's going to go down pretty easily. Then all the extra GBE as well will be nice. I'm still only have one of the GBE nodes, and there's two more to get. So that base is all right for now, but I think in the next couple days it's going to disappear. It's a good base though if you are trying to push up into rank 24 or so now. Even rank 25, I've seen some people doing well with that base. So, like I said, it usually stops me when it has the shock blaster too. So no more 6 engine rooms, I guess, because I'm now a 7 engine room. Um, do do do. I Someone did this attack on me, and I'm sort of curious to see if it works, actually. So we're going to do this. I'm going to BART that rocket launcher out, because that's going to be a bit of a pest. But then we're going to do that right there. And then this is going to go that way. And then hopefully I can take some stuff out here before they all die. I didn't look at the building health. I'm just used to being on my other account when it's all maxed. So take that out, and then I'm going to drop these guys right in the middle here with Kavan, and then they're hopefully going to go up the middle. Or at least enough to do some stuff. Try and get a shock on both those buildings. Take out that boom cannon. Things look okay. I'm going to get the SEMO back down just because it's going to start taking out my bombardiers, I think. Got a nice second wind there. I don't like how that building was targeting. Hopefully that SEMO doesn't start targeting the bombardiers. And as long as that cryo sort of stays down on this, then I should be doing okay. This attack was done really well on my base, that little split, and he got like 2 minutes 2 seconds on it. It was a crazy fast time, so I'm trying to do the same here, but I think I've lost some bombardiers, so I'm gonna do a second wind, try and get those down. And then I'm glad that that guy just stayed shooting at the engine room there. That was nice. Okay. So 152, again, a pretty good time, but it looks like he might have gotten me faster. He had me down pretty quickly. Okay, nope, got him. See what he did this time. So he did a split here, and then it looks like they're gonna meet in the middle and then head up this way. And he got lucky. These bombardiers stayed low so that they didn't get picked off by this rocket launcher up there. And that looks pretty good. He avoided this huge minefield on the right. So sort of forced him to go left, right? Let's do one more. Maybe I'll get a 6. I can show you the attack. Nope. I will show you after this then one of my replays. So I did pretty fast on this base the way I did it last time. It's a little different, but I think I'll do the same. Just going to do the same thing. He does have the building health. We'll go ahead and just take that out prematurely. I don't see the Doom Cannon over here, so he's got a laser hidden over there. But all right, start to work on that. I forgot to bring Kavan out. Go ahead and get a second wind going, just a little bit. They're going to work on that, hopefully. And then I may take out this laser. I don't know. We'll see. I think I need one more, probably. Doing okay over there with troops, it looks like, so that's not an issue. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway, though, just to make sure. Now we'll shock that shock blaster. And we'll go ahead and shock both of those so that they can work on that side. And it looks like that's going to go down, so we will keep both of those under just for a second. Let these guys do a little bit more work. Missed the boom cannon that time, but it works out all right. And then I got a retreat there, so that's always nice. And then they should be taking that down again pretty much simultaneously. And I think I got pretty much the same time last time. So 153. I have been trying to go from the right side a little bit. From this side over here on that kind of a base. And then dropping a delay drop over here. But actually what I've been doing now was sort of a new strategy for me. And it seems a lot easier. So I'm probably going to keep doing that. Let me find a 6 engine room here that I can show my time on. I think this is one that I did, the Seeker. Yeah, because you see these 2 engine rooms over here, and then all the mines, those shock mines I'm not actually going to hit. So we had no shock mines over here. So again, I'm going to BART out this one, 3 barrage, and then 3 artillery at the beginning. And then if there's a shock mine in the way, I do use an artillery on that. So I just keep that, close to where one more barrage will take it out. 1 rifleman, 3 cryo bombardier, 1 critter cannon, delay drop Kavan. And I'm just, the rocket launcher and the shock launcher are hitting over there. That'll kill your cryo bombardiers really quickly, so dropping the med kit, and then I'm flaring back out of the way to try and get the rifleman back in front. And that's why I did the second wind there instead of waiting till over here, because then the flare would be active and they would spawn here but run back to the flare. So I made sure to do the second wind before I dropped the flare there. And I'm losing a few cryo bombardiers, so I end up shocking that just to make sure they stay alive. And then I've got a couple more riflemen going to that left side, which is going to distract the rocket launcher for a little bit. And then I end up flaring, I think, this engine room usually to try and get it taken out sooner, because otherwise the cryo bombardiers are going to take out random buildings, Could have dropped the Seekers a couple seconds early to save a few seconds, but that's okay. And then shock there. And then I didn't need to shock the shock launcher initially because it was looking down here, but I saw that it turned. So usually 2 shocks, one for the defenses here and then one for the shock launcher if it's not distracted. And then you can maybe do 1 more on the shock launcher if you feel like you really need it. But I got that one in pretty late, so. All right, and that's it. So 2 minutes, 9 seconds, still a good time. It's getting tougher to run that attack, but it still works probably for me 80% of the time. And then if you've got a beefed up defensive base, I mean, that's going to definitely be a pretty good chance at a winning time. You know, that 2 minutes 10 seconds or even faster. So again, well, let's hop into one more. I've got the troops, so we'll do one more attack here, and then I hope this has helped a little bit. I've actually done well on these 7 engine rooms, which is not sometimes not the case for me. So this is the other kind of attack I've been doing. So on these bases. So we'll do the same thing, riflemen, couple bombardiers, critter cannon, and then here goes Kavan. Sort of looks like the base I have actually. This is pretty much the exact same base that I'm running. Outside of these couple defenses here, usually they're more up there, but I think someone had the same idea I did with this base. They liked it. And then I'm going to cut off the troops here. So these troops will hopefully take out the mortar and they'll head to the right. And then that'll make these troops go up to this middle clump here. That's the plan at least. Going to go ahead and shock that. Now I need to keep an eye on these heavies because they do like to get picked off pretty quickly. Looks okay. I've got the shock, so might as well keep that under, right? And then usually, sometimes they'll get in range of that sniper tower. So I'm going to basically just BART out all the defenses that the bombardiers are stupid with and get in the range of. So there's no sniper tower, no mortar now, and this should be a pretty easy finish. And then I'm going to help them retarget the engine rooms by taking out these defenses. Because I can BART the engine room, but they're still going to target the defenses first, right? So that should help them get to attacking the engine room a little bit faster. 2 minutes, 4 seconds. I didn't see if that guy had building health, but I think this guy has 2 accounts. One of them's in Legendary already. There's a guy named Alex with a space between the E and the X that beat me yesterday. And this base should look pretty familiar to him, but he's not doing as well on it. He left this rocket launcher up here, so it started taking out his cryo bombardiers, it looks like. And then he lost Kavan up at the top, so not sure how he attacked it, but it looks like I did a little bit better on the style. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Got to see a couple of the 6 engine room attacks. Like I said, it's not as effective as it was a few days ago, but it still works if you see the shock mines aren't an issue. And then these 7 engine rooms, you got to see a few different layouts and how I'm attacking them. Again, I struggled a lot yesterday trying to get to this point where I can finish these bases. I had a lot of fails. So when you start seeing 7 engine rooms, it's okay to have a lot of fails. There's definitely a learning curve there. So good luck with everything. Good luck with the rest of the season. I'll try and do a video tomorrow. We'll see. And yeah, thanks for joining me.